Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Dolphins, and it's coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we continue with a terrific matchup in the divisional round. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. So glad you're having us in for this divisional round matchup. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Partner, playing in front of the home crowd. That is something you get when you're the #1 seed. A week off to prepare. Now a playoff game in your building. It's that age-old question. What do you think? Rest versus rust?
You know, I think if you ask the coaches, Mike, they would kind of go back and forth, but it is no question. With players, they want that #1 seed, they want that bye, and they want to be sitting on their couch during the wild card round watching everybody else beat each other up. You factor in that rest. You factor in getting your legs back under you and getting some guys back, maybe who were out some previous weeks. We got here.
The Miami offense will make their way onto the field, led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Tua Tagovailoa.
was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. And he will take this one in. 72 yards. Down Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional. Now the first carry for King Henry. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. Here comes 3rd and 6. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds his receiver. That's Bateman. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. From the gun, Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson up top again. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he'll be taken down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Derrick Henry. And he'll get this inside the 5. On 1st down, here's Tungo Vailoa to throw. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, this is Jalen Wright. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Tua going to give it to Achane. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got it at about the 8. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Here's Achane. To the pylon, he's in. Devon Achane. Touchdown, Dolphins. Two choices down there. Either work it up inside or use that speed to the edge. And Greggy's able to sneak it in for the touchdown.
Down here this close, Mike.
And in motion is Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now, Jackson. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown. Tua now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. They snap it to Tua. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down. Tua to throw again. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
The Ravens offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On the give, here's Henry. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. This returnable from inside his own 40. Inside the 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Tua. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it's going to be 3rd down. To throw is Tua. Now a screen set up for Achane. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down. Again, it's Tua. Oh, a loose football. One of the Ravens has it. Past the 40. To the 20. And he is going to bring this one back. It is a fumble recovery. No motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Slot man in motion left. They'll run out of the gun with Henry. Now a loose football. It's picked up by the Dolphins.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From the gun, here's Tua. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there, and it'll lead to a second and goal. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a... It is 3rd and 10. Here's 2. And that is incomplete. Off the bootleg, here's Tua. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Back to throw is Tua. Catch made there by Waddle. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Achane. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one. So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Tagovailoa. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Achane. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. In motion comes Andrews. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. 2nd down, Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hand. Because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Again, it's Jackson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Jackson up top again. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. To the air one more time with Jackson. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Even with their full complement of timeouts, the call is to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance.
Slot man in motion right. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now, H.A. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They send him right out of the slot. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. Now, 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Jackson. That's caught! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win here for the Dolphins. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they locked down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.